Transurfer and the Transurfing Curious. My name is Renee Garcia and this is TransurfingTV. And today I'm going to be talking about opportunity. This is a huge part of the transurfing modality. Transurfers typically regard opportunity as outer intention, right? Or at least that's how we gain opportunity, is via outer intention. This video was originally going to be about missed opportunity, but I realized that talking about missed opportunity without talking about present or future opportunity, it's really challenging because as we know as transurfers, there is a flow to our reality, right? And material, information, opportunity, events, all these various things we encounter in our external environment are in a constant state of flux and flow, and focusing too much on what you've already passed up inhibits your ability to see what is currently available to you. But I'm going to break that down for you in detail. Remember to like this video and comment below "My world is taking care of me" to enter my daily giveaway for my reprogramming stickers. And this is a great saying when it comes to missed opportunity, right? My world is taking care of me. Everything is going according to plan. Things are working out beautifully and will continue to do so with ease. This is all movement forward, this statement. This has nothing to do with the past, right? So if you can really just embed this program into your mind, missed opportunity, failed relationships, failed professional endeavors, whatever it is that you feel maybe you missed out on or you messed up, do this and it's all going to correct itself, right? Because your world is taking care of you and it's moving you in the exact direction of your highest lifeline. If you believe that to be the case, then it will be. Remember, Teachable down below, Reality 2.0, the Teachable course, and please subscribe to this channel and follow us on Facebook. So, opportunity. This is really sort of a golden ticket in the transurfing modality. With all of this information and knowledge, we are able to hone in to opportunity more. So I was telling somebody yesterday that they were asking me how to sum up transurfing in about a minute. And I was like, wow, summing up a book, an 800-page book in a minute, that's a good one. But what I said is this: reality transurfing is about being able to successfully access a better version of reality than what you're experiencing now. And the whole of transurfing and all of the concepts are to enlighten you to what you are focusing on that is going to make you go down in life tracks, if you want to view them in the way that I view them, with the life tracks being linear sort of tracks stacked up on top of each other, kind of like layers. So reality transurfing helps you to understand if you're going down or to help you go up, right? So if you're going down, you can pinpoint specifically what you're doing wrong and correct yourself, and then shift your focus and your attention to what will help you achieve some of those higher lifelines. So in my opinion, higher lifelines are achieved by increasing your thought quality, right? Improving your thought quality and taking action on variations or events or something external coming in your direction via outer intention, opportunity that you can tap into that will help you access those higher lifelines. So I gave a video the other day on jumping through the cracks. This is sort of, in my viewpoint, this is what opportunity is. It's a crack happening in your layer of reality that you can move through if you can see it, right, you can move through, take action, move through that crack, and it's through that crack that you access a higher version. Now, if you continue to do this, you just move up and up and up and up, and the whole of transurfing, again, is to help you with your ability to see those cracks, to see those opportunities. So I'm going to explain opportunities and missed opportunities from the visual illustration that I like to use for the alternatives flow. Because really what the alternatives flow is it's about us accessing with ease opportunities that are available to us. So, as most of you may know, or some of you may know, when you are in, so the river represents the alternative space, right? And when you're in this space, you have two different modes of operating, so to speak. I mean, obviously there are shades of gray, but for the sake of this lesson, we will say there are two modes of operating. There is the mode where you are heavily focused on keeping going what you have going right now in an unhealthy way, right? This is you loading up something with importance and excess potential and really not taking into consideration that there's a lot more variations available to you externally. So this could be you maybe feeling out of heart and mind alignment with your current profession, or your romantic relationship, or your living situation, or whatever circumstances make up your current layer of reality. And you've loaded this variation, this previous opportunity, right? Because this is what this was, this rock here signifying you clutching on to a version of reality that may be no longer serving you, was in the past frames an opportunity just like the future versions of reality that you could tap. So all you did was floating through the alternative space, you latched on to a version of reality via importance, right? Or laziness, not wanting to take action in another direction, acceptance, maybe your limiting beliefs kept you sort of like, well, this is all there is, so I might as well hold on for dear life, right? So this was just an opportunity, as all the other rocks are in the alternatives space. So if you are clutching on to this rock, you are not allowing yourself access to these different variations, and you are limiting your ability to access different events in the alternative space. So then obviously the counteraction to this is you realizing what you're doing and letting go, right? Letting go into the alternatives flow. Remember, for those of you that have watched my past lessons on this is Vadim Zeland saying, I want, I fear, I can't let go. So when you want, you fear, you can't let go, you hold on and you miss other opportunities. That's about as simple as I can put it. Now, when you realize you're doing that and you're like, okay, wait a second, this isn't working for me any longer, I'm going to let go. This is when you can put yourself back into the alternatives flow and access other potentials, right? But here's the thing, a lot of times people do this, they let go, and then they just latch on to the next rock. So the idea is that you tap the opportunities available to you and you continue to move around the alternative space, sort of accessing the rewards and the benefits and then moving on to the next thing. Now, this doesn't mean giving up entirely, but keeping your action going in a way where it does not get monotonous and you don't become stuck again. So a few points that I would like to touch on. One, inner intention is the antithesis of opportunity, right? So this is inner intention. You hold on to a rock via inner intention. Again, this is your mind overthinking, your will, your ego being in control. This is you again acting from a place of limiting belief. Oh, this is all I have available, so I might as well make it work, right? 2, action plus the alternatives flow equals opportunity. This is a big one because a lot of people can access the alternatives flow, right? This is like, you know, the hippie that never attaches on to anything, but is he taking action or is he just flowing, right? So success is found in tapping opportunities that are a combination of you going with the alternatives flow and taking action. Taking action's the key. And if you missed my video on harvesting outer intention, this is really what this is about. This is you meeting that opportunity halfway. So your world's gonna bring you stuff, right? But if you are just sitting on your couch not taking action, that stuff is just going to flow right by you, right? Or you are just going to flow right by it, rather. So taking action is absolutely essential for you to gain the benefits of the opportunity. I mean, otherwise you're just gonna see it and it's just gonna pass you by. So for the gentleman that asked me about doing a video on missed opportunity, what I would have to say is, you know, you didn't take the action, right? You saw the opportunity, you didn't take the action, but now you have the awareness that next time you flow by that opportunity, that it's your time to take the action, right? Now you know. So 3, missed opportunity is a failure to acknowledge the present and future frames. So again, this is focusing missed opportunity, thinking, oh, well, I missed out on that romantic partner, I missed out on that professional opportunity, or that chance to have an adventure, or whatever. This is simply you looking back only and failing to acknowledge that there's an abundance of this stuff, right? It's definitely not limited. The cool thing about transurfing, if you really get into it, is that there is opportunity everywhere. There is all sorts of different variations of reality that you can access, but again, having the awareness to see these different opportunities and then being able to take action, this is where most people are challenged. So 4, the more you focus on opportunity, the more exponentially it appears, right? So again, this is all about this person focusing on what they missed out on. They're not able to see the future opportunity or the present opportunity, so it just doesn't appear, right? We highlight the sector of reality that we choose to focus on. So again, if you choose to focus on missed opportunity, you are going to be able to call exponentially missed opportunity in abundance. If you choose to focus on future opportunity or present opportunity, it really is going to start to exponentially appear. And this is pretty much what's happened for me. I mean, I have so much opportunity in my reality, it's a little overwhelming at times because I have made the choice that I'm going to view reality as very, very, very opportunistic, right? There's a lot of opportunity consistently. And in this, I'm just creating more and more variations that I can tap into. But now I don't do this. I access the stuff that I feel is in line with my intentions. I bring action to it, right? I infuse it with action. I let that action and versions of reality that are available to me, I let those sort of materialize and bear the fruits, if you will, and then I move on. Now, this doesn't mean that I drop, again, what it is I'm doing. I just do what I can do in that event or that opportunity, and then I move down the line. So an example of this quickly would be like somebody reaching out to me and saying, hey, I'd like to book you on podcasts. So this is my opportunity that I have to say, okay, cool, let's do it. What do I need to do? So I give the person everything they need to get me booked on podcasts. And then once that's done, and I'm like, okay, I've brought the action to that opportunity flowing up to me via outer intention, then I shift gears and I go to something else. Then somebody says, oh, hey, let's put teachable Arabic, Reality 2.0 on Teachable in Arabic. So then that's another variation of, an event. That's another opportunity that I can fuse with my action. Then I move on to another one. So I just kind of bounce around doing what I need to do to activate those opportunities. And this creates a lot of energy flowing in my external environment. So lastly, and I know I've already touched on this, but this is really a valuable way to start perceiving opportunity and getting a better connection going with your external environment, outer intention, is to really understand that outer intention is opportunity, or opportunity is brought to you via outer intention. This is what outer intention is. This is what opportunity is it's events or variations of reality coming up to you, and then again, it's your duty, or you're accountable at that point for you to bring the action to the scenario. Without that, you're just going to float right by, right? You're just going to float right by those opportunities and they will pass you by. Now you can always access more, but again, the way that you materialize that variation of reality is by acknowledging the opportunity, viewing it as an opportunity, having the awareness to see it, and then fusing it with action to ignite that opportunity. So let me know what you think of this video, y'all. I know that this was a pretty in-depth rundown of opportunity from my perspective, but I'm definitely curious to hear your thoughts. Remember to like this video and comment below, and remember that your world's taking care of you. So if you ever feel like you messed up and you didn't do the right thing with some event in the past, it was all for the right reasons. Right? I mean, I could definitely say that I missed out on things in my past, but right now in this present moment, I feel I have everything that I need in order to create my own reality. So I can't really look back and regret anything, right? It brought me to this present moment, and this present moment is perfect. So that's the way that I have chosen to see reality, and my reality rewards me for that. So thank you again for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts, and have a good day, everybody. Bye.